Hi! Today's episode is the last one before summer break. I'm gonna do some other videos, which I will tell you on this episode what is the topic. And I'm also gonna tell you how was this academic year while I was studying, and I will share some of the secrets with you, what's gonna be there in the future. Welcome to today's episode. So, I'm Janika Ruuska, and this is my study journey. I'm studying neuroscience at the University of Helsinki here in Finland, so I'm doing my master's there. I'm so thankful that you have spent time with me the whole academic year, and I have been able to share all the emotions and things what has been happened while I have studied, and also all the things what I have learned, which has been super excited. So thank you for staying with me. As I mentioned, this is the last episode before summer break. Enjoy today's episode. All right. It's funny to look back. I was super thankful that I got opportunity to study one of my passions. I applied, I got the place, and yeah, I'm doing what I exactly want to do. But I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, and especially this year. Like, most of the studies has been remotely. I have studied in this small apartment where I have done my home workout and cooked, studied, spent my free time alone. Like, it has been so crazy times, and I bet I'm not the only person there. And even though I really enjoy the topic, especially the start of the studies were the hardest one. I was so tired. It's crazy amount of knowledge what we needed to adapt and understand in a really short time. And brain is a complex thing. In a kind of general level, things might sometimes sound easier, but when we think brain, all the parts of the brain, or the cells of those parts, all those receptors, what are in the cells, and all the molecules, what are there. And then you need to understand how everything is connected to each other, so we can separate the brain from the rest of the body. So for example, how the gut is communicating with our brain. I know that we know quite a lot already, but there is way more to explore. And I think that's one of the parts why I also love neuroscience. It's like a puzzle for me. There is this kind of freedom to ask all kind of questions and come up with new ideas. But yeah, it has been quite a journey. Winters in Finland are dark, and when you combine that studying here remotely and plenty of studying, I have to say that I was really tired. But I'm so happy that I had my study mates who went through the same, were there, we were able to communicate. I was able to talk with my friends and family to get the support to my studies. And I have to say that making these videos and knowing that there is someone who is sharing all the things with me has helped too. I remember beginning of the studies, I thought that everything is so interesting, so how I can decide for where I will continue with my studies. Because there are so many things you can focus. You can focus, for example, to, which I mentioned, the gut-brain connection, or you can focus to Parkinson's or Alzheimer, or some specific signaling pathways, or some receptors, or there are so many options, like for plasticity, or there are so many things, which is good. But I remember it felt that how I will ever know what I'm actually interested in when everything feels so interesting. So I started to collect things which got my attention. So while I was listening to the lecture, sometimes my mind went somewhere else and I needed to bring it back, and then it took more effort to study those things later. But with some specific things, I realized that I'm really focusing to that topic and I really want to Google everything right now about that. So I started to collect these things, like some brain areas or some molecules which were mentioned, some pathways which sounded interesting, some disorders which I found really fascinating. So step by step, there came this kind of picture. What are the main things what I'm most interested in? During the spring, I was able to do my practical training in the lab where they do the research with anxiety disorders. That was in many ways really valuable. I learned a lot of really, really important things. It made me understand way more about many other topics, not just about anxiety disorders, but many other topics. I had already experience in working in a lab. I have worked in breast cancer research for almost 3 years. So I had these kind of practical skills, but it's different tissue, the breast and the brain, obviously. So it was also really good to learn to handle the brain tissue. And it was so nice to be surrounded by people who are really interested in about their topic and learn more and make the connections there. In addition, one of the most important skills we will learn step by step is writing. So I got a lot of support how to write, really like scientific articles. End of the practical training, I realized that even though the topic is so interesting, it's not exactly what I'm fascinated about. And I know about myself that I want this topic to be really exciting because I use a lot of my free time to explore things. And it wasn't too surprising that one topic has been there forever. Even when I was studying sexual counseling, that was one of the topics what I was interested in. So it's about body image. There are many other things what I'm interested in. Like plasticity is one thing. Emotions, addictions, some signaling pathways. Those are like a puzzle for me, which I love. Eating disorders, psychedelics, so many things, but they have something common there. And one of the kind of scariest and needed thing to do was talking this aloud to people about the topics what I'm interested in. So I talked with my supervisor from the previous lab where they did the anxiety disorder and genetics. I talked about my dreams, where I would like to continue. Even some of the dreams are really, really huge and might sound a bit surrealistic, but let's see. So I talked with them. I contacted a few professors in University of Helsinki to ask some help and advices. And with some of them I called, with some of them I emailed, with some of them we actually met face to face. And I had these really inspiring discussions. And I started to get kind of direction where I would like to continue. And also because I asked help and they know more, they have gone through maybe similar things what I'm going through. So I got help from them and suggestions where to continue. I looked more, I read the papers I found finally one place where I would like to go. Now we are talking about my master's thesis project, which will be on next year. I know that I can't plan everything 20 years ahead, but I can dream about some things and I know what I'm interested in. So there is one place where they are showing a green light at the moment, and I will tell you it in a bit. So as I promised, I will share some secrets. They are not secrets after this, but yeah. So I have went through this, that can I share things if they still might not happen? And I know the risks. Kind of, if things will not happen, then I need to explain things to people, and then I need to kind of, yeah, there is a lot of work with that, but I have done it, that I haven't shared things, and then it's just that then I was also suffering alone. And at the moment, these things looks, I think, almost 100% sure. Never know what will happen in the world, as we have learned. There might happen things where we can't affect. But the first thing what I will share with you before sharing the other thing is that next year, when I will continue, like next academic year, when I will continue my studies, I will continue my studies in Germany. I'm gonna do my kind of exchange period, so some studies abroad in Munich. So they have this university in Germany called LMU. So I'm going there. There I will stick for half a year. And I'm so excited about it. It's really good university. And I love Germany. So it's really nice to go there. After that, the green light has been shown to me from Australia. So it's about my master's thesis project, what I'm gonna do there. It's highly related to the topics what I'm actually interested in. And I'm so excited that I can't even put it into the words. And I promise that I will tell you more about it later when everything is a little bit more clear. But I just wanted to share this with you because I can't hold it inside me at the moment. I'm just looking forward to it, and I'm really thankful about that opportunity, and I really want to take you with me to this journey. However it will go, I just want to take you with me. So soon I'm gonna go for summer break from Neuroscience. Actually, I'm gonna study one course from the University of Helsinki, which is an online course, and I have my other projects ongoing too. And that is actually the reason why I will have summer break from this and then share something else. So as you know, I'm also a sexual counselor from one of my educations. And I have the project called Hack Your Sexuality. You can find it also from Instagram, and I have a webpage for that. I have picked a few topics what I really would like to talk with you. And the summer break from Neuroscience is meaning that I'm gonna do those kind of videos, so related to sexuality. There will be different themes for those videos. There will be, for example, topics like relationships or fantasies or communication. So lots of really interesting themes coming. So I highly recommend, if you haven't yet subscribed the channel and you really would like to hear about those topics, subscribe to the channel now so you will get the notifications if you want. I'm also really thankful for all of you who have already done that and who are sharing their thoughts in the comment sections. I'm really thankful for your support, and I really enjoy about those discussions. So just please continue that. I really love that. Alright, now I will go to my so-called summer break. Again, thank you for watching this video, and see you on next time. Bye!